And there you have it. Channels Television and the Broadcasting Board of Governors of the United States of America have put pen to paper to concretize the professional media relationship already existing between the two organizations. At the MOU signing at the headquarters of Channels Television here in Lagos, the chairman, CEO of Channels Media Group, Mr. John Momo, said the MOU is to launch Channels Television's Northern Service. Mr. Momo says that the station has rolled out its Hausa service beginning from Kano State and will soon follow with the Yoruba, Pidgin and Igbo language. On his part, the marketing director of the BBOG Global says the seal offers a wider opportunity between both organizations to connect more in information and goodwill sharing.
21 years of Channels history has been one that's been an exciting journey, and it's even more exciting with the kind of cooperation we have with you. So we'd like to strengthen that, and that's the reason why we're here today. I'm happy to say that our viewers are excited by the kind of cooperation that we have with the Voice of America. And the last elections were another pointer to that fact. And as we look ahead to the inauguration of President-elect Trump, I know that Nigerians will also be looking forward to seeing those images that we'll bring to them via the cooperation that we have with you. As we speak, we are up and live in Kano State of Nigeria. The next step station we're going to roll out will be in Maiduguri in Borno State, and I'm happy to say that the progress of work there is about 90% complete. Then we'll move to Kaduna, Sokoto, then on to Katsina, Bauchi, Plateau. And going forward, the plan is for us to launch services in other Nigerian languages, the two main languages in Yoruba and Igbo, and also in Pidgin.
Channels has such a fine reputation across Nigeria and increasingly worldwide. We are both really international broadcasters these days because the signal from Channels travels beyond the borders of Nigeria. And so as we work together, I look forward to a long and satisfying relationship for the next 21 years and more. Because it is important to us, and I'm humbled by the importance that you place on the relationship, and want to assure you that we share those good feelings and value and treasure the relationship that we have with Channels Television.
Well, congratulations once again as Channels Television strengthens international ties. From there we cross over to Abuja. Here's Ibrahim Adra. Ibrahim.
Yeah, Ijoma, good evening to you. I say congratulations as well. The Supreme Court has upheld the nomination of Governor Ben Ayade by the People's Democratic Party as its candidate for the last April 2015 governorship election in Cross River State. The Apex Court also dismissed the appeal filed by a legal practitioner identified as Joe Agi. The appellant was a governorship aspirant in the 2015 election on the platform of the PDP.
Supporters of Governor Ben Ayade jubilating following the dismissal of a suit challenging his election as governor of Cross River State. In the lead judgment delivered by Justice Clara Ogumbi on an appeal challenging the nomination and age of Governor Ben Ayade of Cross River State, the court held that the claim of criminality and false declaration of age brought against the governor by the appellant, Mr. Joe Agi, was not proved beyond reasonable doubt as required by law. The court said that the discrepancy in the age declaration on two separate documents, which bore March 2nd, 1968 and March 2nd, 1969, was not intended to offend Section 177 of the 1999 Constitution, which has the mandatory age for a governorship candidate at 35. The Apex Court held that from whatever angle the age declarations were looked at, Governor Ayade was either 10 or 11 years over and above the mandatory age of 35 stipulated by Section 177 of the 1999 Constitution. The court also held that the issue of membership of the People's Democratic Party raised by the appellant against Governor Ayade and the alleged failure to pay the membership fee was part of the internal affairs of a political party, which no court of law has the right to adjudicate on. The court thereafter dismissed the appeal for lacking in merit.
We hope that now the entire state will cooperate with the governor and stop distracting him and the deputy governor who is here by my side, Professor Evarisu, so that they can move the state forward.
This decision brings to an end any question on the candidacy of Governor Ben Ayade of Cross River State. Amaka Okafo, Channels Television News.
Many thanks, Amaka. Meanwhile, the Supreme Court has also asked the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja to hear a suit challenging the nomination of Governor Aminu Tambuwal in respect of the 2015 governorship election. The Apex Court held that the Federal High Court is to hear a suit filed by another governorship aspirant of the APC, Senator Umaru Dahiru. A five-man panel of the Supreme Court justices ruled that the primary election that produced Tambuwal should be challenged by another governorship aspirant in line with the rule of law. They added that any attempt to act otherwise would be circumvented by the governor. The Apex Court therefore ordered the Federal High Court in Abuja to retry the case on its merits and make a decision as demanded by law. The governor of Ogun State, Senator Ibikunle Amosun, has urged the House of Representatives to ensure the proposed amendment to the 1999 Constitution make for the socio-economic and political development of the country. The governor said this in Abeokuta, the state capital, at a three-day retreat organized by the Special Ad Hoc Committee of the House of Representatives for the review of the 1999 Constitution as amended.
It's the opening ceremony of a retreat organized by the 55-member Special Ad Hoc Committee of the Federal House of Representatives on the review of the 1999 Constitution. Gathered are principal officers of the House, members of Conference of Speakers, elder statesmen, traditional rulers, and labor leaders. For some of the speakers, it's a chance to review the Constitution and address gray areas in the polity.
Some contemporary issues for constitutional review are: 1. The issue of legalizing same-sex marriage, which has been the subject of debates in several jurisdictions of the world. The demand for more in the scheme of things and access to control of resources.
Any proposed amendment passed by and ratified by the National Assembly and the State Assemblies, respectively, remains proposed until Mr. President gives his assent. However, we are not unaware of the legislative override, but the exercise would be better off if done timely.
Ogun State Governor Ibikunle Amosun, however, sounds a note of caution to the committee, saying those amendments should be done with utmost sense of responsibility.
End of the review of this exercise, we shall come up with an acceptable document that will not only bind us together as one indivisible entity, but will also serve as a blueprint for further social, economic, and political development of Nigeria.
It is the hope of Nigerians that this renewed effort will provide the much-needed benefit to the citizenry and take the country to a greater height.
And when the news at 10 returns, the federal government says the country is not seeking IMF loan. That's on Business News. Don't go away.